Pandemic, COVID-19, and the market conditions in the last few months have hit our economy, which has resulted in a lot of panic and instability around. So much so, even some disciplined and savvy investors have been struck too. Hi friends, this is Neeta Menezes, founder and CEO of Financially Smart, where we aim to make the complex simple. I always want to be the trusted advisor in my client's life by helping them understand and experience money in a thoughtful and positive way. Assist them in making smart decisions about their financial life whilst enjoying the journey to achieve financial freedom. Last week, I got talking to one of my corporate clients who was stressed as the pandemic had resulted in a cut in his take-home pay. He sent me a message requesting me to stop all his SIP investments and wait for things to get better and then restart. This client has been very disciplined and consistent to date with all the advice and implementation with regard to his financial plan. And when I reviewed the plan, the current strategy seemed just fine, unless there was some drastic news which he wanted to share. I was a little concerned, about what had made him hit the panic button. I called him and we had a chat that he was expecting a 20% pay cut in the next 3 months, and that's why he was a bit concerned. We mutually decided to analyze the current situation and we did a simple exercise. We had a discussion for about 30 minutes on what has changed in the last 100 days since the lockdown. As he mentioned, I started jotting down his current income, savings, and his expenses. Traveling to work for him and his wife, as well as those of his family members, which included that of his 2 kids, the school bus, the rickshaw fares, etc. while going to school, and hobby classes plus tuition classes, and the long weekend drives that they would love to go for, had all stopped. He had a luxury car and a bike, so we included the cost that he saved, of the petrol and diesel. Eating out and ordering outside food had come down drastically, especially, with teenage kids who love their McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and Starbucks, and the fine dining which the couple enjoyed whenever, at least once a month when they would go out together. Mall visits had completely stopped, and so there was no unnecessary shopping, white goods purchases, etc. We had set aside an international vacation goal for them this year, and the amount of this kitty had remained untouched. What we did was a simple but very important exercise. It's called the cash flow management exercise. And this exercise was an eye-opener, and we found that in spite of the pay cut, he could still have and save some amount even after investing the current SIPs. I suggested we keep this additional amount in liquid and increase the emergency fund. SIP, Systematic Investment Plan, is a vehicle, my friends, and it helps to create exponential growth through the magic of compounding. In case this client would have had a loan, we would definitely address the EMIs first, and I would advise him to stop the SIPs and first pay off the EMIs. But since he was a disciplined and consistent investor, he was in a very comfortable position. And it was just the negativity and the fear of all the other indisciplined lot and the panic of the financial news that had shaken his confidence and forced him to hit the panic button. All he needed was someone to empathize and discuss, and that is exactly what I did in this case as his trusted financial coach and guide. We also discussed many more situations that resulted in some awesome ideas, and together we came out with so many more suggestions to swim through such black events, black swan events like the current one. Together, we found more ways that we could help all our clients become financially smart. Cash flow management is the key to achieving financial freedom. The first step is to be aware of what comes in, your income, and what goes out, your expenses. The same rule which applies to your business also applies to personal finance. Are you aware of your cash flows? Are you in control of your financial life? If you are keen to learn more about being financially smart and want some awesome smart life tips, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the button below and register for more such amazing content at www.financiallysmart.in now. Be safe, be financially smart.